Dear students, in our previous understanding, we learnt about the parameters of an wave. Among them, the three most important parameters are velocity, wavelength, and frequency. The relation between them is well explained by C equal to nu lambda, which is equal to 3 into 10 to the power 8 meters per second. With this, we will continue our discussion on an wave nature of electromagnetic radiation. Today's topic of learning is spectrum, a part of electromagnetic radiation. So today's topic of discussion is about the spectrum. First, let us learn about the meaning of the word spectrum. A continuum, a continuum of color formed when a beam of white light is dispersed so that its component wavelengths are arranged in order. This we learnt in the 10th class under the topic dispersion of light. Any of various continua that resemble a color spectrum in consisting of an ordered arrangement by a particular characteristic, that is also called as spectrum. I can say this spectrum you can apply in our day-to-day life. Spectrum, from the science we learnt, the word spectrum is also used in our everyday life. For example, she showed a spectrum of emotions in just a time range of 5 to 10 minutes. That means she showed anger, love, happiness. So all those set of emotions comes under the spectrum of emotions. So like that we can use spectrum in the day-to-day life. We use spectrum word in the medical history also. Spectrum, broad band spectrum antibiotic, narrow band spectrum means an antibiotic used, single antibiotic used for various bacteria. They come under the broad spectrum antibiotic. Whereas there are some medicines, there are some antibiotics, they are used for a particular bacteria. They come under the narrow spectrum antibiotic. So the word spectrum is used in most of the areas. But here we use spectrum in science, whether it is physics or chemistry. Spectrum is the orderly arrangement of colors. So in the spectrum, there are varieties there, types of spectrum, electromagnetic spectrum, radio spectrum. Here, depend upon the frequency, sometimes AM, sometimes short wave, medium wave. So we can classify the radio programs. They come under the category radio spectrum. The range of frequencies of sound waves, some are noise, some are music, some are soothing. So depend upon the frequency of a sound wave, there also we can classify them in a spectrum. So they are called as spectrum of sound waves, mass spectrum. So all together groups are studied. So spectrum is a very interesting word. We can use it in the science as well as in the day-to-day life. Now we'll go to the origin of the word spectrum. The word spectrum is derived from the Latin language speciere. How we spell no sincere, like that speciere, meaning to look. So spectrum is how it looks. So from that word it is taken. So the meaning of the Latin word speciere means to look. Afterwards it has modified into spectrum, means apparition. What is apparition? Apparition means an appearance, how it appears. So that is the meaning of the apparition. And the same word in 17th century onwards, Sir Isaac Newton made it more popular. This word spectrum, it means image or spectre. Spectre means the figure so appearing or being visible. So he started a special branch in the physics known as optics to study the optics. So he made this word spectrum, and till today we use the same word spectrum. So this is the history or the origin of the word spectrum, how it has taken the shape and the importance. This is the information for you. Before you go to the further, here is a beautiful caption for you on the spectrum. It says, the past, like the future, is indefinite and exists only as a spectrum of possibilities. This is told by a very famous modern scientist, Stephen Hawking. The past and the future are spectrum of possibilities. They will not give any guarantee. There are possibilities, group of possibilities. Okay. Why? Because we don't know. It means what? We have to live in the present. Present is very important. Present moment is very important. So we have to work, we have to enjoy every moment of today. That is the meaning of the word. This is a caption given by the Stephen Hawking. It's a very nice caption. So I selected for all of us. Now, after knowing the meaning of the word spectrum, now we have to pinpoint on one particular type of spectrum, that is known as atomic spectrum. So by knowing the atomic spectrum, we can learn easily the structure of atom. So we will leave all other spectrums. Now we'll go to the only one type of spectrum, that is called atomic spectrum. The spectrum of frequencies of electromagnetic radiation emitted or absorbed during transitions of electrons between energy levels within an atom. See, energy levels within an atom, this is given by Niels Bohr. There are some energy levels, there are orbits from the nucleus outward. So whenever electronic transition is there, what is transition? Transition is jumping from lower level to the higher level. So when it goes, it has to come back because the electron wants to be in the least energy state, that is called as the ground state. So after going there, it has to come back. In doing so, it will emit certain amount of energy in the form of radiation, that is seen in the special devices, and the term is called as what? Atomic spectrum. This is a very useful tool in understanding what is there in an atom. That's why we have discussed about the atomic spectrum. Each element has a characteristic spectrum by which it can be recognized or identified. See, no two persons are same, like that. No two elements are the same. Every element is unique, structure part, different level of arrangement of electrons. So all those are understood clearly by atomic spectrum. That's why it is said each element has a characteristic spectrum by which it can be recognized. It is like a fingerprint. It is like our fingerprint, which is unique. Now, once again about the electromagnetic spectrum, told already in the previous discussion. Now, this is very important. An instrument used to separate the radiations of different wavelengths is called spectroscope. That instrument, that device, okay, it will separate the different wavelengths to study. That is called spectroscope or spectrograph. If it writes on the paper, it is called spectrograph. A spectroscope consists of a prism or a diffraction grating for the dispersion of radiation and an photographic film to examine the emergent radiation with human eye. So spectroscope is a group of all these devices. If the radiation comes out, it has to be passed in the prism or a diffraction grating. Then it has to be analyzed where on the photographic film by us. Therefore, this full setup is called as what? spectroscope or the spectrograph if it is written on the graph or a paper or a screen. And this branch, whatever we study about the atomic spectrum, that branch is called as spectroscopy. For 11th class, the atomic spectrum, spectra is the plural form of spectrum. The spectra are broadly classified into two categories. They are, one is emission spectra and the absorption spectra. Meaning is in the title itself, emission. It will emit certain kind of radiation. This will absorb certain kind of radiation. Emission or absorption depends upon the nature of the element or a molecule, how the electrons are arranged. Accordingly, it will emit, accordingly, it will absorb. So, they are called as emission and the absorption spectra or the spectrum. Now, let us learn about the emission spectra. When the radiations emitted from some source, example from the sun, or by passing electric discharge through a gas at low pressure, or by heating some substance to high temperature, is passed directly through the prism and then received on the photographic plate, that is called emission spectrum, like our dispersion of light. Depending upon the source of radiation, the emission spectra are mainly classified into two types. One is a continuous spectra, other one is line spectra. What is continuous spectrum? When white light from any source is analyzed, it gives 7 different colors. That is called continuous spectrum. See, one color is merging with the other color. So there is no gap. So continuous colors are there, no gap is there. Therefore, such a spectrum is called as what? Continuous spectrum. And you see red and the violet at the end, red in the beginning, depend upon their wavelength. Now, line spectra. Here in the line spectra, only particular lines are seen depending upon the electron, where it is there, in what energy level, and how much energy it has absorbed. So only that amount of energy will come out in the form of radiation. That is called as line spectra. You can see the diagram. See, this is called, this is a part of emission spectrum. Therefore, it is called as emission line spectrum. These lines corresponds to particular wavelength which has taken by the electron to go and come back. So extra or more knowledge we study afterwards. And if this light is analyzed in the spectroscope using the spectroscopy knowledge, we'll come to know idea. Okay. For example, sodium gives two yellow lines. You might have heard of sodium lamps on the road, no? Like that.